Hello, party people. What's up? What's up? What's up? So today we are at the underground shrine location. It's a map you get in Forsaken, and basically this is like a gatekeeper, but for Torturer's Dungeon. So this should be done daily, just so you get a key, and yeah. However, the loot is much better, and it's not really complicated to do. So once you come to this place, usually there are a few dams and some lepers. Sometimes you can see a torture scout, but I think I've done this like 100 times and maybe saw him 3 times. So it's extremely rare, and that scout is useful if you have this. It's a torture rack. This one. So if you have it assembled, it shows you the fastest path to the treasure on floor 2 or floor 1 or whatever. And yeah. So no scout, right? Also, he seldom appears in traders, but that's another location where you can find him. And yeah, so you don't need to clear this. It's optional, you just go inside. Now there are just a couple of enemies. So you can see the minimap is kind of like foggy, so you can't really see where you're going, but the outline of this like mini dungeon is always the same. So in this room, the first one, there are 2 to 4. Let me just see. Kill enemies in traps, spirit, witches, northern soup. Okay, so 2 to 4 sufferers are in this room. If it's 4 of them, usually one is here on the far left. One is here where I'm looking. And there are 2 more. So it goes like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, right? So there are 2 more there. Now there's just this guy here, as you can see. So, and probably just 1 more. The best way to deal with these units is with crossbow, because they have 90 HP and no armor. So you can just, from stealth, you can just kill them in 1 hit. But like I said, it's not like Torturer's Dungeon because there aren't really many enemies. So you can just take 30 damage. Doesn't really matter how much damage you take. Not enough units for it to matter, right? Now here, in this room, there is usually 1 or 2 extras. They are a bit more problematic than sufferers, because they tend to do damage. Usually there's a guy here, like across this pond or whatever it is. And then you just pull him with the crossbow from this place and wait here. So he will run around and you will fight him somewhere like here. Sometimes it happens that there are 2 of them in this room, I believe, but that's like very seldom. And the reason why I'm using a crossbow is to minimize damage. So basically, you want to save your armors and heals as much as you can. Alright, so the thrower is there. Now, once again, there is at least 1 more sufferer next to him. So I'm just gonna pull this guy. Wait a little bit and then kill him, right? So there should be 1 more sufferer here. No, okay. Now this is the secret room. It requires a level 3 bomb, and it's optional. Um, it's not worth doing, in my opinion. So you get a scale piece, a random one, I think it's a sharpened Espadon, level 3, and maybe like some traps and some random garbage. But for a level 3 bomb, it's definitely not worth it. Now here is the first room that we find the Slaughterer. He's like a Desecrator in Forsaken. He has a bit more damage than a Desecrator, and he revives. So before, I think he was reviving twice, but now it's just once. So you kill him, he has half HP, and you can pretty much kill him again before he gets a single hit out, right? Now, I'm using the crossbow to see where he is at, and he's here. So yeah, auto. He's dead, and I'm just gonna finish him with this. So the skills don't really matter. Just take the damage for the weapon that you plan on using. And we get this. So this is traded in tortures, and it gives really good rewards. So yeah, sometimes you get like maybe just 2, sometimes you get 10. It's very random. So we're not coming here for insignias. We come here for the key. And yeah, sometimes we get, like I said, the maximum I got was like 10, but usually it's like 2 to 5. Now here so only the location of the enemies changes. So like where they are staying, let's say it like that. But the outline is pretty much always the same. So it's always one slaughter in the final room and one in the third one. Right? So the slaughterers have a guaranteed drop of this, and for other enemies, it just depends if you're lucky or not, right? And yeah, pretty much it's always the same approach. Since you can't see the minimap, you don't know where the enemies are, so the best way is to just bring the crossbow, clear out what you can, and just pull. There should be one more thrower here, and here he is. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there are 2 of them. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna kill this guy first. Now for this guy, if you want to sneak up on him, you cannot do it from the side. You need to be directly behind him. Otherwise, he's just gonna turn and hit you. So I'm just gonna do this pretty much 390 damage, and that's pretty much it. So just these 2. Now the chest itself has usually like a half-used Espadon and some scale or bronze piece, which are like the relevant rewards. Also, this is very good key, and pretty much some random, really random stuff. So the chest itself, even though I have a luck hat, where is it? Yeah. It's also very random, like what you're gonna get. Sometimes the loot is much better, sometimes you get like a full durability Espadon, pretty much like 80%, and a scale body. So it's kind of random, but it's always the same in terms of like how the chest is structured. You always get a scroll of control, you always get a key, you always get some heals, not always bandages, but sometimes you get ale, sometimes you get jerky, doesn't really matter. You get some heals back. You always get one piece, whether it's bronze or scale, and some random stuff, right? Barely any armor was spent, so if we look at it like this, one armor of like 250 armor. It can be done with less, but extra ores are really gonna hurt if you do it with like 200 armor. They do like 25 damage on that. But yeah, this armor should last easily 3 more runs without any particular problem. So 4 pieces will be obtained, 4 weapons will be obtained, and 4 keys, most importantly. So like, even if you're not doing the dungeon, the keys are very important. Like later when you start doing the dungeon, sometimes you're gonna even do it twice, like especially when you see how good the loot is on floor 1 even. So floor 1 torturers usually gives you better loot than the entire Forsaken dungeon combined. So floor 1, 2, and 3. So that's pretty much it for the underground shrine. We just come here for the key. Once we get the key, it will show that we have no business here until tomorrow, right? So every 24 hours we come here. While I was struggling with energy and stuff like that, I would usually send my character here before going to bed, and then I would just run back or run to the gatekeeper and kill him. I'm gonna do that now. Also, you can look for additional maps since you don't really get a lot of loot. So for me, Vibjorn spawns here, like next to it. A bit on top of it is Dead Village, and next to it spawns now Fallen Knight. So I usually summon another map and just finish this plus some event. So that's like just for efficiency, just so you can do more while you're here. Because if you're just running to this place, just for this, it should be done in your downtime, so when you're not actually playing. So you shouldn't really spend energy to come here, just walk. And in the morning, just finish this. It's like 5-10 minutes of your time, and then run back. So yeah, I think this is detailed enough. Good luck, peeps, and remember, key shortage is a real thing, so keep that in mind.